Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Please Watch Our Podcast. Today, we're um we're reviewing Young Sheldon season 7 all the way through. JK, guys, we're talking about Fallout. I think we got him there. I really bazinga them, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah.
Rip Young Sheldon though, such a good show.
So good. So good. It
Um
genuinely was better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, but this is not what it's about. Okay.
if we guys, our other podcast will be about Young Sheldon, no worry.
When it's over. When it's over.
Yeah, when it's over, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Like a reflection on young Sheldon as a whole.
Yeah. We'll hold a memorial service.
Yep. But yeah, Fallout is a show that came out in the year 2014. No, my gosh, the year of our Lord, 2024. Uh,
Yes.
it stars. Do you want to go? I can't say the actor's name, man. I don't know why
Yeah.
to myself. You can say he's
Yeah.
directed by and everything
Yeah.
else. I just can't do names.
It was created by it was created by Geneva Robertson Dworet and Graham Wagner. It was helped directed and written by Jonathan Nolan. He also produced it. Um, the main cast, at least the main, let's say three,
Four? Yeah,
um,
three.
of Ella Purnell is
Mhm.
Lucy McLean, Aaron Moten is Maximus, and Walter Goggins is Cooper Howard, aka
Or
the Ghoul.
the Ghoul. Okay. Yeah, we're just get into it. Episode 1 is called The End, and oh my gosh, it's
Mm.
the opening scene is they're at a kid's party, the Ghoul, or
Oh
whatever you
my
want to
god.
call him, guys. He's, last week people were talking smack about him because he kind of sold he sold himself to work for this company. And then
Yeah.
they have cake and stuff. He's talking to his little girl, and he's like, "I love you." She's like, "I know." And they talk about like holding up their thumb to see if the bomb is bigger than your thumb.
Hmm.
If it's lower than your thumb, you're fine. If it's bigger, run.
Yeah. And
And
that's the
then
classic like thumbs up
yeah,
motif you see through the
yeah,
whole thing.
yeah. Um, and then a big bomb. You see the girl lift up her finger, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Your thumb or mine?"
Yeah. That
And
was
now,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and you see a shot of everyone watching TV and the dad and daughter looking at this giant bomb go off. So,
Yeah, everyone's stuck. It was
yeah,
very good. Everyone was stuck
yeah,
watching their screens while the bombs
you know,
dropped.
me and bro go
Um,
on side quest when family's at home. Family watches TV. Me and bro go on side quest
yeah.
on stupid. But
Fucking me
yeah,
and the cousin going on that walk at
yeah,
Thanksgiving. Uh,
me and my one cousin going on a 5 hour walk or something. I don't know, just But
yes,
yeah,
sir.
they go on a horse and they run away, and you see a
Yeah.
lot of bombs dropping on
And then
LA.
cut to black. Yes, LA.
Cut to black, title scene, beautiful.
Yeah.
Uh, this is the first episode called The End. Um,
That's
and
just
we're
the intro.
introduced. Yeah, the intro is wonderful. So
So
good.
good.
So good. Episode
Love
one's
Walter
called the.
Goggins.
Yeah, no, he did great
Sorry.
in
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Continue, continue.
episode 1 is called The End. We get introduced to our one of three main characters named Lucy. Lucy is living in a vault. Oh my gosh.
31.
Didn't
33.
31,
33.
33. Uh, we get an intro about her life and what she does. She has a dad, she has a brother, and she wants to have a kid. She's done with the cousin stuff. She wants a
She wants
kid.
to fuck.
Yeah, exactly. No more cousin stuff, guys. It's okay. We're young, but we're adults now.
To,
Um,
to be fair,
yeah,
they were stuck in a fucking box for like 200 years.
yeah. Could you? Oh my gosh.
Everyone's related to someone by that
Yeah,
point.
no. Like
Like
actually.
everyone's a cousin, you know? So it's
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
when I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, "Okay. Yeah,
No, yeah.
yeah."
I'm happy they went there because like it's going to happen. But
Yeah,
like,
no, I like that they touched on it, and then they just didn't really
yeah,
focus on it. But they were like,
yeah,
"This
no,
happened.
yeah,
It's not the
yeah,
worst thing that's about to happen, so
but
let's
it
focus on
happened.
that."
Yeah. Um, Lucy just seems so positive, you know? She seems like I'm, s-
She's fucking
you know,
brainwashed.
oh, she is. She's like, I'm a teacher, I teach and everything. It's like you see that she's good with shooting and stuff. She has a younger brother, plays by that dude. When I saw, I didn't know he was gonna be in the show. The kid who, what's the guy's
Oh
name? I
my
can't.
god, Moises,
Norm? Yeah,
Moises Aria, I think his name.
I
Hold
think
on,
that's how you say it. You're close.
Moises Arias. Yeah.
Yeah. He plays Norm. Short King. Big fan.
Oh,
Uh,
very short king.
yeah.
Let's
But
let's be very clear.
how short
That
is? How tall is he?
I don't know, but
Listen,
yeah, I
wait.
think it was the wrong decision to put him up against Chet because Chet was like 6'6", like
Yeah, wait.
6'5", and Moises was not.
Oh, he's 4 feet. No, sorry. We're not gonna be mean. We're not gonna be mean, guys. m- He's one.
No, no,
No, like
no. He was the best. I loved him.
yeah.
I
But
just
yeah.
think uh, actually I
Mhm,
think it worked very well.
yeah.
Um,
We'll get
yeah,
back to him. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways,
he was the sleeper
yeah.
surprise
Sleeper.
character.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I was like, I don't know if
Hmm.
I'm really gonna like this guy. Fuck yeah, I'm this
Yeah.
guy. He's
Yeah.
so good.
Um.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get an introduction to Lucy, and she's like, "Yo, guy," and everything's working inside me, and I want to have a kid and get married. And the people who are in charge are like not in charge, but they're there like, okay, we'll do it, and they click yes on their little iPad watches.
Mm.
Um, and then okay, from then they get people basically they get a message from Vault. I'm gonna say
Vault
32.
32, it's for their annual swap.
Yeah,
So they swap like a person. I assume it's to avoid incest.
yeah,
Just
that's
so that
kind of
like you have like an influx of new people every year.
hmm
But it is like a weird ritual that they
yeah,
start. They come through. It's like this big procession of people in this
hmm
long tunnel. The vault doors open. It's big, and on the other side, it's this other procession of people.
yeah,
So, and it's very, but they don't look the same as
yeah,
the other vault dwellers. Not in like a racial way, but like in a very, very cultural way. They have
hmm
tattoos, their haircuts are different, their
hmm
clothing's ragged, they smell different. Um they're a very different kind, and you're wondering like, is that just the 32? And you learn later that 32
no,
was taken over. It was killed. It was
yeah,
murdered by these
yeah,
raiders from the outside. So like
yeah, yeah,
their naivety when they invited the 32s in, they were just like, okay.
yeah. Also, okay, I just want to say Lucy did pretty good in that fight.
Lucy, see, that's the best part was like she was opening up in the show and she's
Hmm
talking about all the things she's good at,
hmm
and they're all violence.
Yeah, which
She's good at shooting. She's good at
yeah,
hurting people. She's good at like medicine. She's good at learning. Like
yeah,
she's anything that would make her a threat in the wasteland. She has like these essentially wasted skills in the vault.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I wonder. It doesn't go into it, but like, I wonder if people, no one really saw her, like, treat her differently because
no,
everyone's kind of hypnotized and they all think it's like interesting. But yeah, basically, her dad gets kidnapped and then she has to go into the world.
yeah, like most like in
Yeah.
Fallout 3, that's pretty much the plot line. Is
Okay.
you're a vault dweller, your dad leaves, you follow your dad into the wasteland.
Okay.
So it was I felt like it was kind of a reference maybe,
Yeah.
but it was pretty cool. Um,
Also,
pretty
also,
classic Fallout.
we kind of get a cut to Maximus's character with other
Mm,
people.
yeah,
Um, it's real. They kind of they do like all three of them in this first episode, which is
yeah.
which is which is good. Like it's kind of neat. Like they all three of them are like the main characters of the show, but like I feel like Lucy is the main character, but like really I don't see any much of a difference because
Yeah.
the whole show follows all three of their storylines. Um,
Yeah. I think yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I'll save mine. Yeah.
yeah,
I
okay.
think they're all equally.
Mm.
Yeah, and yeah, no, they're very. I'm trying to think if anyone had more screen time than the other, and I definitely think
Would be Lucy, right? Lucy
I would,
McLean,
yeah,
which
Lucy or Maximus.
yeah,
I think the Ghoul definitely had the least.
yes. Oh, agreed. Yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah.
though he's
Um,
my
he's your
um,
yeah,
oh, he's so good.
but yeah,
Yeah.
she goes out in her little outfit. She looks so it
Hmm.
okay. I'm a big fan. I think we talked about this. Both of us talked about this. We both like Lord of the Rings. Um,
Yes.
the idea of her going out a tunnel, a hole
Hmm.
in the ground.
Mm.
I was like, oh, Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings.
They
But that's
they
just
are
me. That's
they
me though.
no,
Like
it is actually quite. It's
it really
it's not a bad like touchstone. No, that's a very
no.
good point. Like not analogy,
I'm
whatever
gonna
the
go.
fucking word is.
I don't know.
But it is.
Yeah,
They're like the hobbits. They're the
yeah,
naive like
very much.
do-gooders.
Yeah, they
The
don't
naive
know.
do-gooders who don't know that the world is going to shit.
Yeah, they
Um,
really don't know. Like it's hobbits to the extreme. It's like underground, completely cut off. Like no one
yeah.
would go. I don't know if people would go. Like the only people who like visit the hobbits who like care is
Yeah.
like Gandalf. But
There
like
was
they,
the Shire, but
yeah,
it was hard to get to the Shire because,
yeah, okay,
like for a bunch of fucking reasons that I can't remember.
not yeah,
And no one just, I think no one wanted to fuck with the hobbits. They just,
yeah. This in this situation, it's like the vaults. They're cutting off Gandalf. They don't want Gandalf or nothing in there, right? They don't want like anything
no,
to interfere with that. I'm
no.
gonna go on and say it, guys. I'm not a fan of the two Hobbit movies. The first one I enjoyed, and the books.
There's three
Uh,
Hobbit movies.
yeah, they're all. I saw all of them in theaters. Did you?
Okay. Yeah, I
Did you?
did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Anyways,
didn't like the second one. The third one
no.
was kind of
Third one was
fun,
okay.
and the first one
First
was
one,
interesting.
yeah. We could do that one day.
Okay. Yeah,
We'll do that
let's
one day. Don't worry.
Fallout.
Um,
Fallout.
um, I feel like that's where we really. She says "okie dokie" to someone.
I
She's
like
so
that.
sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I feel like episode two goes more into the Knights of Steel. Am I right or
A
wrong?
Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck. Okay, Brotherhood of
Yeah.
Steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go. You can talk about that if you want. Like
Yeah. No, I think
episode two. Yeah,
it just follows. Um, it's really just their hunt for
the
his
scientists.
name, the scientist. Yeah, I can't
Oh
remember his name.
shit. Here, I got
Um,
the cast list. Oh, I did have the
it's
cast
fine.
list.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're hunting the scientist whose name I can't remember.
No, yeah,
But um, they're hunting the scientist, and as they get through, um, like all these different stories start to like intersect. You see Lucy moving towards um, Philly. She
yeah,
passes through a bunch of other wastelanders.
yeah,
She hasn't become jaded yet.
yeah.
It's very
Okie
a
dokie.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, she's so
It's
yeah.
okie dokie. It's um
Thank you for not killing me. Like you're welcome. You
yeah,
know,
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's
It's
yeah,
yeah, like please, yeah, thank you for not killing me. Like
yeah.
it's very a yeah, just it's fucking naivety. Yeah,
Yes. Oh
naivety
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to the world, and but you're not like worried for her because you
mhm,
understand she's also a pretty good fighter.
yeah. She's
Um,
just like not aware that like people would just kill her for no good reason. Like I feel like
pretty
in her
much. Yeah.
mind, like she can't really like picture like people just doing bad things for no good reason.
Mm,
Uh, but yeah, basically the target happens, and I think really all that kind of happens in episode 2 that's like main kind of importance, I think, is that
Yes.
we meet a giant mutated bear. It has a name, right?
Yeah, it's called a Yao Guai.
Okay, yeah. Giant mutated bear goes to kill Maximus's. Did you call it a knight or like?
Yeah, so Knight Titus and Maximus are sent out to go find some shit.
Mhm,
Because that's what the Brotherhood and Steel do. They go out, they find pre-war technology, um, they secure it, and then they either weaponize it or
mhm,
hoard it. Pretty much,
mhm.
only those two
Also,
things.
we
Um,
find out that Maximus kind of survived a big bomb, and we don't know what that is yet. But I'm
yes,
like,
not
oh,
yes, yeah,
not the big bomb that happened. It started to
no,
show
no, no.
another one.
A different big bomb that came
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
Um,
But yeah.
22. It's about 200 years, exactly 200 years, I think, after.
Oh shit. Oh.
Um, but
Um,
yeah,
we
so
get a
they're
more.
yeah.
They go through fit like there's a scene where it's like they're literally like surrounded by cars that have trees growing out of them.
Hmm.
Beautiful. I never really like. It's something that is so I love. So I have a wrecking. My grandpa has a wrecking yard, and they
Mm,
just have trees just growing out of them, like out of beautiful cars. Just trees growing out of them. It's always like I made like a little project about it when we were in school, and it's
mm,
like it really did occur to me like, wow, this is something special that I can use. So I wanted to,
mm.
but they didn't film anything there. They filmed it in like New Jersey, which is interesting. But anyways, I love apocalyptic like the way they filmed it in one scene is just interesting to me.
Yeah,
Big fan.
no,
Yeah,
I think the set design
yeah,
perfectly encapsulated both just like the aesthetic of post-apocalyptic like fiction in general, but also
mhm,
just got that Fallout like
yeah,
shtick to it, like that,
yeah,
like the paint that doesn't quite wear off even after 200 years because there's so many fucking chemicals in it.
yeah,
Like it's a very much a satire on like
yeah,
consumerism and like all that shit.
yeah.
So bright colors, big
Is it
personalities.
is it ironic that the one of the biggest companies in the world is making a show about it? Yeah, but
Very much so. Um,
I'm sure they've
it's
thought about it.
yeah, it
Um,
is a bit. It's a bit funny.
yeah, yeah. We get a better introduction to the ghoul.
Oh
So
yeah,
we get a shootout scene. We
we
see him,
get yeah,
yeah, all kind of bullets and stuff.
very cool. Very cool. Just mannerisms,
Hmm.
outfit.
Hmm.
Very lone wanderer.
Yeah, yeah,
Mad Max, boy and his dog, kind of.
yeah.
Um,
Situation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
yeah, he's
he,
just he's fucking scary. For the
yeah.
first half of the show,
Hmm.
he is the big bad. He
Yeah,
is terrifying because he is truly like you see these small things that he does that are just like so
yeah,
far beyond your comprehension of like
yeah.
what someone's able to do. And that's like half of him living for 200 years. Um, oh, so the ghoul is the guy from the introduction, just to be clear, if you haven't watched the show.
Yep, the one with the
Um,
girl. Yeah, you guys should
yeah,
watch the
so
show.
yeah, you should. But 200 years pass.
Hmm.
So he's
Yeah,
lived for 200 years as this thing called a ghoul, which
yeah,
essentially just a super fucking irradiated human
yeah.
that has lost all of their skin essentially. It's like necrotic.
Yep, no
They
nose.
pretty much every one of them doesn't have a nose.
Yeah, yeah,
They but they age incredibly slowly because of the
yeah,
radiation.
yeah.
Um,
Shout out to that radiation though. That wouldn't work,
yeah,
but
no, no,
I
no, it would
wish.
not work.
I wish.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, turn yourself into the Hulk.
Yeah, I want to live
Um,
forever for no good
yeah.
reason. Um,
But if you it's a bit weird in the show. They added something that's not in the games, but
oh,
that
spell.
he has to take a drug to stay
Mm.
sane.
Oh,
They
okay.
never had that in the games.
Oh.
But sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, no,
If
no. No, tell.
ghouls eventually, the radiation does decay their brains so far that they essentially become the Fallout version of zombies. So
Oh,
they're like necrotized, like they look like zombies, but they function like people, right? You know,
right.
like they don't
Yeah, yeah.
look. But once they lose their minds,
Hmm.
they do function like zombies. So that's their way
Right.
of bringing something like that in.
Okay.
Um, but that's just like one of the big things is like it's a testament to the ghoul, like our character ghoul,
Yeah.
is that he's lived for 200 years without losing
Yeah.
his mind.
Yeah.
He has survived not just physically but mentally for 200 whole years. So
Mm,
that's a feat in itself. It's
yeah.
not something to be laughed at.
No.
He's
And I'm not laughing. Oh,
no, no,
fuck.
no, 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 no. It's just me in general.
I just whacked my nose on my mic. That's great. Um,
I didn't hear it. So
okay, good.
yeah,
Fantastic. Anyways, we also see Lucy come in. It's like
yeah,
she goes talk to this lady. It's like, I want to save America. I'm like, that's why I'm in a
yeah.
vault. And the lady's like, she's like, no.
She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, you
Yeah,
loser?"
no. Because, like, also thinking of it, it's like, if someone were to come out of a vault
Oh,
and,
I'd be
like,
pissed.
yeah, no, like, they'd be like, I'm saving America. It's like, I've been here, I'm saving America,
Yeah,
It's
I've
like,
been
I've
in the
been,
trenches, bitch.
like,
Like,
what are you gonna do? Your little jumpsuit?
I
Like,
killed my first person at 12 years old. Shut
no,
the fuck up.
literally, I'd be like, what are you gonna do in your little jumpsuit? Like, I lost my arm, okay? Like, these fingers are not mine. Like,
Yeah, I drank
yeah,
irradiated water from
I've
a
been,
fucking rusty barrel for 10 years of my life.
yeah,
You cannot talk to me about
yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
Um,
But like America, like what is America in this situation? It's not really a
that's the
thing.
thing. That no,
Yeah,
that is literally the point.
it's like
Um,
fuck. Yeah,
it's
no,
very much like she doesn't even know. Like
yeah,
when someone questions him, she's like, like
uh,
she doesn't even know.
yeah,
It's just something she's been taught to say.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and it's
And then
cool. We
also
go
there's a
from
dog. There's a dog, and
oh
we love
yes,
him. We love him. Yeah. Meet.
her.
What's his? Her. What's her
I
name?
think. I think. Well, most animals, at least dogs,
Hmm.
in Fallout are called dog meat.
Okay, sick.
Um, or I mean, at least there's a couple of them, but
Hmm.
like throughout the games, there's like a German Shepherd kind of dog that shows up in almost every game.
Yeah.
And it's named Dog Meat.
Okay, so
And it can become your companion. So it is, uh,
oh, so
yeah.
it's like Minecraft then. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I've been playing Minecraft. I'm having fun. Anyways. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, this is a side note. What the fuck is a giant thing? The Warden or something? Why the fuck would
Hmm?
you add that? The Warden? No,
Oh, to
Minecraft?
Minecraft. I was
Why
like,
would you
what the
add
fuck?
that? Why would you add that? Anyways.
Because it's fun.
No, it scares me. Anyways, the episode kind of ends with the main scientist in the start episode 2 being like, "Yo, Plan B. What's it called? What the pills are like called Plan B, right? Or something or like
Yes.
which is yeah, which is
Or
basically
no,
just
Plan D or something like
D
that. Because I think it's for
for
like
yeah, I don't know, deaf or something.
Plan
Anyways,
Death. Yeah.
he
Um,
took the yeah. You see it in the start of the show where like episode 2 where Lucy's kind of like walking around. You see like a family of just dead people. It's like oh okay. Anyways, he takes a pill and he's like banana. It's good. He dies and then Lucy has to fucking saw his head off.
yeah.
Episode
Um,
3, the head.
yeah.
Uh
She goes out with the head. Um,
oh
the what?
what city is she trying to go to?
She's trying to get to Moldaver.
Okay, thank you. Um,
So she's trying to find the person who took her dad,
her
and she's
dad.
trying to use the head as a bargaining chip to get her dad back.
Yeah.
And the ghoul is actively tracking her from Philly.
Yep.
I think they catch up near the end of this
Yep.
episode. Yeah, and
They get attacked by
yep,
a giant, what's it called? I was gonna
gulper.
say yeah, what is it?
That's called a gulper.
Oh, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the animal? It looks like an axolotl. Axolotl.
That's exactly
Axolotl.
what it is.
Oh, just mutated?
Yeah.
How does mutation work in Fallout? You can tell me.
Um, Radiation.
But like, how did it just get bigger from it or
Well, we also saw, spoiler alert, but well, actually, we're going through the whole show. But I
yeah.
mean, later in the show, they show you where they've made them in the other
Okay.
vault. Remember, in
Right,
Vault
right.
4,
Or
when
right.
she's being eaten alive by the baby she just gave birth to.
Yeah.
Those are the gulpers. I think, and if you look at the gulper's mouth, the little
Mm-hmm.
feelers
Mm-hmm.
that they have in their mouth, they're not actually feelers, they're human fingers.
Mm.
Um, so it's essentially you're being swallowed and grabbed at the same time. Um, um, so it's fucking terrifying and awful and
It
gross.
looked terrifying and awful and
It was.
gross.
But they're like a weird mix of axolotl, human,
Mm-hmm.
and then radiation. Um, so they're both. So a bunch of different creatures you see are different variations of either human, like experimentation, um, radiation, or just a bunch of other things.
Mm.
Um, like Yao Guai, like the big bear, that's just radiation.
Mm.
That's like there's no human ingenuity there. It's just a big bear got bigger because it got a
Yeah.
shitload of radiation.
Yeah.
Which is not how it works, guys. Do not go near
Guys,
radiation.
if don't do it, listen, we all
Yes,
want to live forever, but like,
you will die
yeah,
painfully.
yeah. Guys. uh um also in this episode, Norm basically was like, "Hey
Oh,
guys,
right. I keep forgetting the
let's
B story. Yeah.
yeah, the I don't want to call it B,
It
it
is a
was like
B
a
story.
yeah, Norm's like, "Hey guys, let's kill everyone who tried to kill us." And everyone's like, "Norm, what are you
Yeah.
on?"
Everyone was like, Norm, what are you talking about? I would have been like, yes.
Yeah, no.
We have like 4 weeks of food left. Why
Yeah,
the
no
fuck are we
water.
feeding these morons?
Yeah. Yeah. And also, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. So episode 1, Norm also kind of did a walkthrough of the vault, and then he figured out, oh shit,
Oh, yeah. Vault 32. Yeah.
it's gone. Like there's nothing in it. Uh,
But
and so
not
he's
just that, he walked
like,
through and he saw it's not yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, because they said, "Oh, it was blight that took their crop,"
no,
right? They
yeah,
go in and it's very clearly burnt.
burnt. So, oop,
Um
someone's lying.
and someone lied and then he realizes this as he goes through, comes back, the whole fight starts. That's the whole like kicking off event for getting Lucy out of the vault, blah 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 blah. Um but he comes
Hmm.
back and he's like, they took the prisoners. He's advocating for their murder relatively fairly. Like, they're pretty crazy. They're not
Yeah,
going to give him any information. They're kind of useless. They're just a drain on resources.
mm.
Not to be, like pragmatic and weird about human life, but it's true. You're at the apocalypse.
Also,
Um,
they're not vultures. They have that little They have that little radiation inside them.
yes, they have. Yeah, so surface dwellers have an inherent level of radiation that vault dwellers do not.
Do not. Yeah,
Um, um, that also comes with like resistance to radiation as well.
yeah,
Um, so vault dwellers are actually more susceptible to radiation than other people.
yep. And we see that later
Yes,
on.
we
But
do.
anyways,
The
um,
yeah,
we're actually kind of flying through. Do you have any like thoughts
not
about?
really. We have to
No.
get there. The show's so it's told very like there's a lot of dialogue and there's a
Yeah.
lot of impact, but like a lot of it, it's a lot of like world not world building because it's not. It's
Mhm.
just like the main beats of the story don't happen they're not like so far apart. They're not like big thing, big thing, big thing. They're like super small little things as they move
Mhm.
through, and it culminates in this massive thing. Um, and so it's almost like you're going through this story, and each beat isn't really like a major, like
Yeah.
you would imagine, like the climax,
Yeah.
the rise and fall, like the hero's journey kind of thing. you
Yeah.
you don't
No.
really get that. You don't get, because they're not heroes.
No. I
That's
mean,
an important distinction, is
mhm.
that there's no good people in Fallout. That's the
No.
whole point, is that when these people are pushed to their limits,
They're
they
gonna.
will go farther than you think.
Yeah.
um
Yeah. Trying to think what else happens. Maximus and what's the sidekick's name? Like Maximus
oh, Thaddeus.
Squire Thaddeus.
Yeah, Thaddeus.
That's the other. That's like
Yes.
yeah.
Daniel
Basically,
Pemberton.
yeah. I get him. Is it? Is that his name?
Pretty sure.
Okay. Um, they track down. They basically Thaddeus gets eaten, right? From the
No,
axe. No.
that's Titus.
Oh, Titus. Titus. He gets eaten, right? Is it
That's
this?
an
No.
episode.
Next episode, guys. The ghouls. Um,
Wait, what?
we can go
I'm
episode 4. Episode 4, guys. Ignore this.
we're on, we were on episode 4.
Yes. Uh,
Episode 4. Titus is already dead.
mhm,
Maximus fixes his suit of armor, suit of power armor, accidentally starts up the comm system,
mhm.
in the process, pinging his location to the Brotherhood, who he's
Yep.
trying to hide from currently,
Yep.
because if
Took
they
the shit.
realized if he let his knight die, it would be seen as treason.
Mhm.
And that's, he would get killed, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's now it's a, what's the word? It's an act of self-preservation. What he's doing now, like he has to constantly avoid the institution that raised him,
Mhm.
while braving a world that he's really not familiar with as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, Lucy gets kind of sold. Lucy gets tied up by the ghoul, episode 3, right? And then
yes.
she bits off one of the ghoul's fingers, which is ew. Does he? Yeah, she does, right?
Yeah.
I am not. Yeah. And then, the ghoul's like, okay, cuts off one of her fingers. Welcome to the club. Like, took you long enough to lose your finger, like all your fingers, like I've been here,
Yeah.
just waiting for that to happen. Oh, are you gonna drink some water? Good luck, buddy.
Yeah. No,
Fix America now.
yeah, he's very callous. She is everything he hates.
Yeah.
And that is very clear.
Mhm.
But however, you can tell that there is a level of compassion within the ghoul,
Yeah.
especially towards young women specifically. I think
Yeah.
they remind him of his daughter,
Yeah. Yeah.
who in the opening scene you see blah 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 blah. Immediately
Yeah.
you get the connection.
Which,
But
guys, yeah,
because
yeah,
like he's treating Lucy horribly, right?
yeah,
But it would be so much easier to just kill her.
yeah.
Like
Oh
there
yeah,
was no need to keep her alive this whole
yeah.
time.
But he
And
cares. Yeah.
in his own, well, not he
No,
just,
no,
I don't
yeah.
think he, I just don't think he wants to kill her.
No.
I think he's okay if she dies, but
But like
he
she
doesn't
doesn't
want to
want,
kill
yeah.
her.
But you know
Um,
what? The way to get to my heart,
mhm.
old man with a daughter figure or like a
Yeah,
going on an adventure. That's The Last of Us.
yeah,
That's kind of Fallout in this situation.
yes,
Um, there's another
you.
one though. It's like in my mind, it's gone now. But like that's how you get to my heart.
Hmm.
Old men and girls.
That,
Let me,
rephrase that.
yeah. Uh, old like men,
Father figure and
father
daughter
figure
figure.
and daughter walking on adventure.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's how you get to my heart, guys.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You hear it here first. Old men and young girls.
fuck.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. But yeah.
But
So yeah. Let's move on.
he gets
Yeah.
put into a vault. Like basically, Lucy is now. Uh, she doesn't really even realize she's being like put into like like either being killed or put into like slavery.
Yeah.
Uh,
She's terrified. She has no clue what's going on.
yeah, no. What's his name? I can't think of the robot's name. Who plays the robot? Matt.
Oh,
Is
Matt
it
Berry.
Matt Berry? Okay, Matt Berry.
So good.
Surprise.
Love them.
Yeah, love him and everything. What We Do in the Shadows, such a good show.
Such a good show.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's other things he's in. Oh, IT Crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, he's so good. I love it. Big fan of like I love British TV. It's so good. Oh. But yeah, basically he's like, I'm gonna, take your organs, and Lucy's like, oh, okay, okie dokie. No. Uh basically Lucy, I don't know if it's luck, but like she's able to get out of that situation easy.
No,
Like
Lucy got that dog in her. Lucy
no,
got
like
that dog in her.
she just like, I'm not gonna let you kill me, And then she takes over the whole place, frees everyone, and then the two guys that are basically like, I don't think you should let out these people who are like kind of icky, and she's like, no, let them out, and they let them out, and they get killed. Lucy
Yeah.
then
Essentially,
she has to kill someone, right? This is like the first time she has to do something.
like depends on what you think as a person.
Mm,
Uh, like and that's one of the big things is like it's so the place she's at and who he's selling her to is a chem lab that produces the drug that keeps ghouls sane, and he needs that drug because Lucy broke a shitload of his in an attempt to um,
find,
uh, fight
escape.
off the gulper.
Yeah, yeah.
In the last episode, I think we're in episode 5 now, not 4.
No, are we? No, because
Yes,
she has to kill someone still. I have the
yes.
list. Like the list and like a short summary on, and I think, yeah, we're in the
Oh,
right
okay.
place.
We're in
Episode
the
4,
right
we're
place.
still there. But yeah,
Okay,
she's at
she's
the point. Yeah.
she's there, and so he's trying to sell her, um, like organs or whatever the fuck, right?
Mhm,
Doesn't really matter.
mhm.
Everything's a commodity in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, for the anti-ghoul drug, he's waiting outside, while waiting for his drugs to come out.
Yep.
They're taking a
He's
fuckload of time. He passes out
he's losing
because
it. He's losing it,
he's sick.
Yeah.
He's not going crazy, but he's sick.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
very very different, and I don't like I get it, but
Yeah.
he didn't go crazy. He's like passing out and shit.
Would you say, like, we don't know yet, but like would you say it'd be like a build up to becoming
Oh,
a
100%.
zombie? Okay, okay.
100%. I think by the end of season 2 he goes full feral.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You heard
100%.
it now. You heard it now, folks. Just wait.
I think not only has he became one of the
Mm,
most um like beloved characters this season, or just in the show,
yeah.
or Fallout in general. I
Mhm.
think Jonathan Nolan and the other creators are probably gonna be like, let's fucking kill him
Sorry,
off.
guy. Yeah, and it's gonna be right when Lucy and him are being like they're
Oh
bonding,
yeah,
and then
no,
he
they're gonna
goes,
have a bonding moment.
and then
Fucking 2 beats later, he's going
he's
feral,
gone. Yeah,
and she has to shoot him in the head like I am Legend, dog neck snap.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, guys, father daughter.
Yeah,
That's
I
gonna get me, guys.
I think um
Mm,
shit. Oh right. So she so what the people that are stuck in the chem lab they're stuck in like these freezers, like the
yeah,
freezers you see at 7-Eleven.
yeah,
Um
yeah, yeah. Or
but
like, yeah,
they're prison cells essentially.
yeah.
Um but these ghouls are inside them, varying levels of insanity
Hmm,
currently going on.
hmm.
And there's some who are very much feral. That's what you call them when they go crazy.
Hmm.
Um, they're fully insane. They have no sense of self. They're no longer human, right? They're
Right.
monsters. And that's a hard thing to get over, is like they were once human.
Yeah, and now
They
they're not.
very much, they had a family, they had a life, they had a name, they had a home.
Yeah. And
But now they're reduced to
yeah,
this.
yeah, to
Um, they're not undead. They're not
yeah,
like a monster. They're just fucking
not yeah,
horribly irradiated. Some
yeah.
circumstance of the existence of the
Nice
wasteland.
and crispy,
Yeah,
crispy. Oh,
it's just a sad existence.
yeah.
And I imagine that's what went through her head when she had to pull the trigger on one of the ferals. I think her name was Martha, wasn't it?
It
She's
was
like, I'm
something like that.
Martha. I'm Martha.
Yeah, yeah.
Because she's trying to convince herself and remember who she was. And she
And then
couldn't.
yeah,
She
yeah,
couldn't. So it forces her to finally take a life,
yeah.
depending on how you see it, you know.
Mhm.
Um, I think, and I that is the kicker for her. I think
Yeah.
this is where we see Lucy go from a passive protagonist to an active protagonist. We
Mhm.
see her
Oh,
go from
yeah.
just kind of going through the world and letting things happen to her and being very naive to,
Mhm.
I need to get shit done,
Right.
and if I don't, me and everyone I love is going to fucking die.
Yeah.
Um,
And to a certain
yeah,
extent, like a lot of people have died that she knew. But like,
exactly.
yeah.
No, it's
Ques-
what's up?
question.
Yeah,
So you're put in a situation, you're in this kind of world, right? What route are you going on? Are you just gonna kill everything? Are you gonna go neutral? Or are you gonna go like I'll kill people, but I'm so good. You know what I mean? Like a neutral,
oh, that one.
evil, like neutral,
The
like a little
I will kill people,
but you're not gonna
but
be like
I'm
killing
not gonna like
people.
actively kill people.
Yeah, you're not gonna go crazy and kill everyone. That's me
No,
too. If
no.
I
I
have to
think
kill,
the only thing you
yeah,
have in the wasteland is yourself. And
yeah,
I think everyone outside of a settlement cannot be
hmm
trusted to have your best interests at heart.
hmm
And if it comes to it, self preservation is more important than my morals at
hmm
any given point in the wasteland. And I think that's the point of the wasteland. Or at least like the way the creators of the show and the games are trying
yeah,
to evoke is that it's a complete degradation of like societal and social structures,
hmm
because we don't need them anymore.
yeah, because
And
yeah,
actually, we do kind of need them, but
but
um, they're getting in the way
yeah,
because some people decided that because they're gone, I can do whatever.
right,
Um, and they can. They can. Like,
yeah,
it's a fact that they can do those things. There's no one, there's no cop, there's no
yeah,
army, there's no anything like that.
yeah,
Not saying that those are always good guys, but
hmm
actually in Fallout, they're rarely the good guys, and in real life. But
Oh,
um,
she went there. No.
it is true. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
um, very unfortunate. But
how can
it's
we
just,
save America?
yeah,
No.
exactly. It's they have
Yeah,
this weird fucking like obsession with the way things were,
yeah, yeah.
and
And like, if you
yeah,
don't have that mindset, people are going to look at you weirdly. Like people in
yeah,
Lucy's situation will look at her weirdly. I kind of wish we had a scene with her and her brother really talking, but it didn't really happen. So I don't really know their relationship. I think it is a caring relationship, but like you could
it
see
is.
other people in the vault not not understanding him, but like judging him hard, judging Norm
Yes,
hard. You know?
he he is. Well, it's one of those things. Is he's a loner. He
hmm
doesn't quite like everyone in the vault, and that's a
He's a
hard
gamer.
thing.
He's a
It,
gamer. So
yeah,
instantly, ew.
he's incredibly intelligent,
Yeah.
um, like to an nth degree, like very, very, very smart.
hmm
Um, but he cannot, or actually maybe not cannot. He can. I don't
Yeah.
think that's out of his. but he just hasn't, is probably a better word, applied himself to anything because nothing feels like it matters.
He's
He's
so
stuck in
Gen.
a vault. Oh,
He's
he's the
so
most
Gen
Gen
Z.
Z. He's
He's
the
so
most Gen Z
yeah.
character.
Um.
He is,
Yeah.
I feel like nothing I do will make a difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
That's that's why I wanted to go
if
into the
I
arts. It's been
don't
like
apply myself, the job will still get done by someone else.
yeah. Yeah, and it sucks.
Except, but once
Yeah.
he starts figuring shit out, he becomes someone new. He steals himself. He
Yeah.
understands that this cause and this way he's going to push down has one ending or
Hmm.
has a couple. I mean, not one ending, but like
Yeah.
there's some determined ones that are might not be great, but he steeled
But
himself against those possibilities
yeah.
and is kept moving forward regardless. And I
Guys.
think he's a very cool
Yeah.
character. And
Yeah.
I'm
No.
very, very excited to see what they do
See
with
what he
him in
does.
season
Yeah.
two.
Like great. I'm also just gonna say it. I saw a TikTok talking about like their ages and everything, and
Yeah.
the Gruul is Gen Z, because he would be like he's like late Gen Z, but he's Gen Z, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, there we go. Yeah. By the way, in this situation, we will both be well. I'll be 76. I think you'd be like 75 or something when the bombs
When?
go. When the
Yes.
bombs go, yeah,
Yes. It
we'll both
would
be like
bombs dropped October 25th, 2077.
dude. Honestly, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm an old man. I lived my life, you know.
Unless I
Hopefully,
get
like,
Gould.
oh gosh, that would suck. You're old and you're a girl. Like,
Unless becoming a ghoul makes me like cool again.
okay, but like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I'll be like, hopefully, I did things like protest against companies or something. But I'll be like,
Oh yeah, like the whole point. Governments are barely governments in the
mhm,
Fallout universe. They are over bureaucratic messes
yeah,
that
yeah,
are essentially controlled by the corporations. And not essentially, they are,
mhm,
but like
mhm.
not actually,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they have their hand in everything, but they're not
But
really running it, but like they
yeah,
are.
yeah, no. It's
Um,
the companies aren't running anything, but why does the government want companies, Vault Tech, to
exactly.
make so many votes, you know?
And it's very funny. We see an episode. So, like, throughout the show, I don't think we've talked about this.
No.
There's tons of backstory to the ghoul and what
Yeah,
happened before the war, what led
yeah.
up to the bombs dropping. And he's intrinsically involved with Vault Tech and everything
Mhm.
like that. He's married to a Vault Tech executive, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, we get all those stories. Um, we learn he's the
Do
inspiration for
mhm,
the Vault Boy. He has the thumbs
mhm,
up. We learn
mhm.
that, um, as we move through, that they're not exactly top notch. Like they're
Yeah,
very shady as we
yeah.
move through. Obviously, right?
No, yeah.
We know that because we saw the Wasteland,
Yeah,
but they don't know that in the past. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Do you wanna speaking of the past,
Yeah,
episode 5, the past. Oh, 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 look at me go. Look at me go.
yeah.
Um, this is more so of a Maximus centered story with his new squire, kind of.
Thaddeus.
And they're
Yeah.
chilling, they're having a good time. Um,
Very cool dynamic.
beforehand, we forgot to mention it, but like before, like in whatever episode, Maximus kind of saves Lucy's life from the ghoul. So
Yeah.
Lucy's like, oh, he's cute,
Like
and Maximus like,
kinda.
yeah, kind of, yeah, like distracted him, but
He
yeah,
kind of bought her like a day's travel and then he
yeah,
caught up anyways. So he kind
but
of did
yeah,
ultimately nothing.
but like they met each other.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
like it's a meet cute. Basically, they find each other. They agree to work together to kind of get the head back to
Yeah, because
yeah.
he he and Thaddeus. So Thaddeus gets dropped in um because of the calm situation from the episode
Mhm,
before.
mhm.
Um he comes in.
He's her.
Oh, he's so funny. I love him so much.
Guys,
Johnny
yeah,
Pemberton, not Daniel
yeah,
Pemberton. Daniel
yeah,
Pemberton, someone else. They're very funny.
yeah. He's on
But Superstore, yeah,
Superstore. Yeah,
yeah.
like, and I'm like, oh, I get always like my feed is basically on TikTok. It's just Fallout, so he's on there all the time now. So he's funny, guys. Follow him on TikTok. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
I also follow him on TikTok. He's
Yeah,
very fun.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, but they have these heart to hearts, but Maximus is pretending to be Knight Titus. Um, because he's in the power armor, Thaddeus can't see him. So he's essentially just a giant suit of armor.
Yeah.
Who's talking to him, pretending to be Knight Titus. They have these
Mhm.
heart to hearts. They're very friendly with each other. And
Yeah.
this makes Maximus lower his guard. And he's like, maybe, just maybe, we can be friends. He shows him that he's Maximus, and within seconds, Thaddeus turns on him and takes the fusion core out of the armor, leaving Maximus trapped in this giant metal sarcophagus,
Yeah.
which is
My
where Lucy
nightmare.
finds him, trapped.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
And she
so.
is
Oh.
dying of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
She is very, very sick. Maximus has Radaway, which is a drug that, you guessed it, gets rid of radiation
Mm-hmm.
um, in his suit. So they make a deal, and they're like, yeah, if you help me out of the suit, I'll give you the Radaway,
Yeah.
and we'll call it even.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, actually, we kind of work well together. Like, you were a good person. You helped me out, and I helped you out.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
Mm.
Like, that's so rare to find
Yeah.
someone just willing to do a nice thing for someone
Yeah.
else.
I think
Like,
for
oh, so
yeah.
easy
Yeah.
to just kill him and take the suit of armor,
But
right?
Lucy's a good person. Like
Exactly.
she and
But
like there's
it's the
naive
same. Oh, sorry.
there's like naivety to her goodness, but like then again you're like, oh,
She's
she's
also
so good.
inherently a good person. Yeah.
Yeah, and beautiful. So like she got
So
that going
hot.
for her.
She's so hot.
Bro, everyone looking at
Um,
her and she's like no radiation and there's me, my one, one eye just looking at her like, man, she looks at me, you're like full of radiation. I can't do anything about that. It's like, okay. They just walk away. Guys, she's
oh
a
my
great
god.
actor. Sorry guys. I'm blushing a
Yeah,
little bit.
you blushing. Oh my, I can
A
hear
little
it.
bit. A little bit. Oh,
Um, the oh man. No, but it's good, and it's also like one. It's also Maximus is a good person as well. We
yeah.
see that, like at the moment he gets out of the suit,
Hmm.
he passes out.
Yeah.
Like he does not have to help her.
Yeah.
She's dead, whether or not uh if he just leaves her, she's dead. He doesn't have to help her. He can save the
Mhm.
rat away for himself if he needs
Mhm.
it. Super useful, right? Like
Yeah.
Radaway is incredibly useful in the wasteland
Okay.
because
Yeah.
everything's irradiated. So if you have to drink irradiated water, like a shitload of it,
Hmm.
you're gonna need Radaway.
Yeah.
And if you
That
don't, you're
sucks.
fucked, right?
That's yeah.
Which is exactly what happened to Lucy. So, but he wasted it. Well, not wasted, but used it on her.
Yeah.
So it's this
I wouldn't say
very
wasted. You can
no,
say
not wasted,
wasted.
not wasted, not wasted.
I
But I
would
mean, like
never.
from a selfish standpoint,
Yeah.
from like
Yeah.
self-preservation standpoint, which everyone in the world operates at, right? They're
Yeah.
only looking out for themselves
Hmm.
because they don't know when their next meal is. They don't know where the next source of clean water. They don't
Yeah.
know if they have enough bullets to fight off the radiated fucking bear that's gonna
Yeah.
rip them to shreds.
And
They're
yeah.
terrified.
People just eat people.
Yeah. Also, there's cannibals. There's
Yeah.
raiders. There's
Yeah.
murderers. There's fucking ghouls.
Yeah.
Like,
You're fine.
good
Like,
lord,
yeah.
man. Like, you're fucked.
You're so fucked
You're
now.
so fucked, and that's why everyone's afraid all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Trying to
but
think.
the
Is it
I'm sorry.
this episode where they're walking and they have their hands up and they're like, oh. Also, Maximus has like a lot of like info about like pre-bombing and everything, and he kind of gives a rundown to Lucy. So now Lucy's kind of caught up on everything that's happening, which is great. And they also
Pre-bomb.
like, you know
Yes,
what I mean?
yes.
Like things happening, she gets like an understanding of like what
You
this
get,
is, what a
yeah,
ghoul is. Yeah.
what a ghoul is, what a Brotherhood of Steel is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I think, and they talk about Shady Sands or Shady Springs. Sorry,
Yeah,
or Shady
yeah.
Sands. Is it Shady
Yeah, you
Sands
got
or
it.
Shady Springs?
You got it. Sadie Sands. Yeah.
Shady Sands. Yes.
Yeah.
From
Uh
Fallout 1, baby.
yeah.
Um,
And then we kind of find out this is why like they show Maximus coming out of a fridge, which guys, if you see a bomb coming, I don't know if a fridge is the best option for you.
oh my God, no, you're fucked. Don't do
You're
that.
just guys, you might as well just stay in your room. I don't know.
Guys,
Like
if you see a nuclear bomb, I
don't go for your
genuinely
fridge.
do the thumb thing. It is real. That is a
Yeah.
real thing that they tell people to do.
Yeah.
Um, however, um, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
plain and
Yeah.
simply, a nuke
Yeah.
is the
You're
single
gone.
most destructive thing we've ever invented. You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Guys, we'll
If
talk
it's
about
not the
Oppenheimer
shockwave,
one
if
day.
it's not the fire, if it's
Yeah.
not the debris,
Yeah.
it's the radiation.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll talk about Oppenheimer one day, don't worry. Never seen it.
you've never
Uh,
seen whatever.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
Um I'll see it. I'll see it eventually. Anyways. Basically they're walking and they see two other people and Lucy saying, Okie dokie, guys, we're not gonna kill each other. Let's all put our hands up and walk, okay?
Mhm.
Like a
Yeah,
fucking
and
like a
they
elementary
immediately
school
pulled guns
teacher.
on him.
Yeah. And it's like,
Uh,
no. I just want to quickly say music in the show, I'm a big sucker for like
dude,
the
it's
music. It's
a
so good. Yeah.
huge. It's huge. It's huge. All throughout the games, they've licensed music through all the
Yeah.
games. You can listen to it on your radio. So you're
Yeah.
just listening to these 50s tunes as you violently murder people in the
Oh,
wasteland.
that's so cool. So like when you're playing, let's say you play
Yeah,
Fallout 4, you can just listen. That's so
yeah.
cool.
Like on your like the Pip-Boy thing that
Yeah, yeah,
Lucy
yeah.
has.
Yeah.
There's like a radio in the game, so you can
Mhm.
like tune it to the radio, and the radio will start playing the songs.
They have Johnny Cash on there. They
Yeah.
did. They played I love Johnny Cash. Anyways. But
I
yeah.
think they had that in New Vegas. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
they try and like select the songs for the kind of themes the game is
Yeah.
going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Basically,
They
he
move
gets
through that. Fuck, I can't
mhm.
remember what happens after. You have the
uh
descriptions, don't you?
oh, they get shot by the cannibals, right? They do,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They
Okay.
get
They get
shot by
shot
the
by the
cannibals.
cannibals,
Yeah.
which means they yeah, they were
They
fiends, so they were
and they're
cannibals.
yeah.
Yes.
So they go
They had
searching
to
for
a
sorry.
stim pack. Yeah, they had to
Yeah.
go searching for a stim pack because he's
And
fucking
then
bleeding out
yeah.
because he's trying to act tough because there's a woman next to him.
Yeah. And then they're
The realest
real
shit ever.
yeah.
Like he's
Honestly,
bleeding
yeah.
the fuck out, and he's like, "I'm fine,
No, like guys, don't worry. Look, like
guys. I'm fine. I'm literally chilling." And he's
vomits
like
like hi,
dying of
yeah.
sepsis.
To be
Yeah,
fair, if she was beside me, I'd be like, I'm fine. Like, don't worry. A tear. You just see like tears going down my eyes. Like, I'm fine.
yeah.
Like, I'm fine.
I'm like
No.
inching on the ground like a worm because my leg
Yeah.
stopped working.
Fucking
Um,
shaking body just like shaking
yeah,
violently. It's
exactly.
like, I'm
I'm like,
fine,
I'm chilling,
guys.
dude. I'm chilling. I'm so good.
She's just looking at you like, no, you're not. Like,
With her big
no,
eyes,
like
yeah.
her big eyes. Like, are you sure? It's like, yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Walks away.
And so yeah, they go try and find the stim pack. They go into this hospital.
Yeah.
There's a fake fucking door. They get dropped into this another vault.
Yeah.
Very cool though, because the vault, yeah, there's like mutants in there, and they're like, "What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
What's going on?" It's kind of a red herring. It's not actually a
Do
bad
we
place.
Yeah, do we wanna talk
Um,
about that now or next? You know what? We can just say it yeah.
well, yeah,
Next
that's the
episode
next
6
episode, anyways.
episode 6 is the trap, okay? I'm saying the episode titles because sometimes YouTube automatically, like, separates
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's great. Anyways, episode 6 is the trap. They're in Vault 6, we meet Jerry
Yes.
from Rick
Yes,
and
we do.
Morty, he's there. Uh,
Yes.
he has. I love Lucy just like responds to seeing these people with one eye, like just seeing them
I
like
love it, and the
the
best.
twist. Yeah, the
Oh,
twist
it's
is
so
good.
good. The twist is
Like,
good, but not only that, just never ever acknowledging the eye thing.
yeah,
Like
no,
she's always been like, he's always like, "Do you have any more questions?" And she's like, no, no,
no,
I'm okay. I'm fine."
okay, dokie. Yeah, Jared's like, okay,
Yeah,
dokie. Yeah, like,
she's always trying to
yeah,
be super polite, like never
yeah.
pissing anyone off. It's very funny.
But I love how she like her mind is like, oh, the people who are not mutated are not from the like they're from here, like they're in the vault, like they're not from outside, they're from the vault,
Yeah,
you know. And then it's like, yeah, no, everyone got mutated because the company that you love, the company who wants to save America,
yeah,
mutated
did
us
this shit.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
and
she,
it's and that's
yeah,
a perfect, and that's I think that's the second switch that went off in
yeah,
Lucy.
yeah.
That
Oh,
went like the
for
first one
sure.
was when
Yeah,
she killed the ghoul. The
yep,
second one is when she saw that the vaults are flawed.
yeah.
And not just flawed, they're fucked up, right?
No, they're yeah,
She
yeah,
was incredibly lucky to be
yeah.
born into Vault 33.
Bro, I did research on like the vault, and I'm like, I would want
They're
to be. Yeah,
fucked
they're so
up.
all bad. They're
They're
all bad.
like in one of the episodes they describe there's like a war room meeting where they're talking about like, oh, the experiments we want to run in them. And it's true. They
Yeah.
ran there's like a hundred,
How many
two
vaults
hundred,
are there?
200,
200.
over
Okay.
100, like
Yeah.
180 or something like that.
Okay.
Um they all have their own experiment. Well, actually not
I
all of them.
guys,
Not all of them.
vault 69/68 terrifying.
What was that one?
Terrifying. Vault 69?
Yeah, what was that one?
It's either all men and one
Oh
woman
yeah,
or
yeah.
all
Yeah.
women and one man. I feel
Yeah.
like I would rather
Yeah.
be in Vault 69 because I would just be chilling with dudes, you know? And one woman.
Absolutely
It's fine.
not. I'd
No?
want to. Dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Do you want to be the only woman, like the only men,
Only dude. Yeah.
only dude? Bro, they're going to tie you up.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. They're gonna put you in a box and be like, "Hey, we're gonna have a kid.
Okay.
I want to have a kid." Like, bro, no.
I'm chilling. I'll live
I feel like, I feel like
like a king. That's fine.
no. I'm sure it's bad. Anyways, I don't want to. I would
Probably.
rather, I would rather
But
be
I
in
mean,
Lucy's
like,
vault. You want to be in Vault 69?
no, I don't want to be in any fucking vault. I'd rather shoot myself.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah. Oh gosh, could you
there's
imagine being all by yourself? That would
there
suck.
is one. There is one. There was
Uh,
one where they put one dude in,
mhm.
and that's it.
uh,
And
knowing my luck,
he lost his fucking mind.
knowing my
Uh,
luck,
yeah.
that'd be me. I would just be you just open it, but you open a door and it's just me sitting on my playing playing Minecraft. It's like why did they fucking add the ghoul, you know? Not the ghoul,
Mm.
the what do you call it? I don't know, the big scary one in the ground.
Hmm?
The big scary monster in Minecraft. The whatever you
Warden.
call it. Warden? Fuck that.
Fucking.
Bro,
Oh my
I
god. No.
I got scared. No, I can't do
You
that.
don't fuck. It's fucking Minecraft. Calm down. Um.
No.
Sorry. It is kind of
Whoa.
freaky. Yeah, yeah.
Don't. Hey,
I'm not trying
don't.
to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean.
I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft now just because you said that. Go
I'm
up
gonna kill
against the
myself
warden.
in game, in game,
In game, yeah.
in game, in game.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
Just
the
talk,
fucking
talk.
my favorite vault, like experiment, like in the
Mm,
lore or whatever. Yeah, I
mm.
know. Is there's fuck. There was one where they intentionally started playing a high pitched frequency
Oh,
through the speakers of the vault,
no.
and it created paranoia, and they all just kind of murdered each other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think that vault was also split into two teams
Okay,
specifically. They wanted to test how factions worked within like the human psyche or whatever.
okay.
So there was a red team and a blue team,
Oh,
and then without um like no one knows how or why, right? But
yeah.
the noise starts playing, and logically, well, not logically, but like how we would assume, the two factions started blaming the other
Mm,
for the noise. So instead of uniting against this common foe, they blamed each other for it.
yeah,
And it became they killed each other. They died.
yeah,
The fault fucked.
yeah.
Um, but that's one of my favorite like ones because it's just very cool and it shows just like the cruelty and the weird
Mm,
mind games they went through to
yeah.
put on these people.
I I'm just gonna like I liked how in the episode like Maximus is like very like I don't like the vault. This is a cult. Like right away he's on it, and then
Yeah.
a little bit later he's like it's really chill here. Which like yes,
It's really chill. And then he's missing the blood shit.
yeah,
Like he's
no, like
missing the actual ritual.
yeah,
So he's chilling,
he's
eating
eating his clan.
popcorn,
Yeah,
and there's like
clan.
a
Yeah,
fucking blood ritual happening
yeah.
on the other hand, and he's missing it. So he's just chilling. He's
His
just chilling.
I'm gonna
Uh,
ease myself here. He uses his Riz and he's like intercourse,
oh my god, yeah.
intercourse.
You want to make
Uh,
my cock explode?
yeah, it's like sometimes that happens for people's cocks, but like, hey, listen, Lucy's all for it. It's like, okay, Lucy's
Dude.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, and he backed down too. He was like,
yeah,
"Never mind. My cock doesn't want my cock."
yeah. I don't want my penis
Well,
to
to be fair,
explode.
he's only grown up with dudes.
Yeah, damn.
They don't. So it's kind of weird,
Hmm.
because there have been women Brotherhood members
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Like it's not uncommon to have
right,
women Brotherhood members.
right.
Um, except in the show, they pretty much exclusively showed men.
Yeah,
Um, uh, and I don't know. It just felt kind of like it makes I don't know. Maybe that's this chapter's because they're a loose organization. They're not very
yeah.
structured. Well, actually, they're
Um,
super structured, but they're not very. They don't have a great communication network. Is the
yeah.
word. Um,
I'm trying to think. Jerry basically like he kind of gets a rundown start of the episode. Like, hey guys, don't go to level 12. And Lucy goes there and she finds out, oh, a lot of things happened. And then
yeah, they experimented on us.
yeah,
Blah 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 blah
yeah.
blah.
I
And
love the twist
she
though.
thinks that's the current vault dwellers are doing that to the people, but that's
Yeah,
actually the vault dwellers
yeah,
from 200 years ago
yeah.
that were
And
doing those experiments.
listen, if I find myself be alive and I find out about Vault 4, it seems like aside from the blood thing, it
Like
seems nice. Like
but it wasn't even a blood thing. It was like ashes, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
I
ashes. They
think
did
so,
like the
yeah.
ashes of the people in the
Yeah.
head, and I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty common.
Yeah.
Catholicism does that. Like it's not an
Yeah.
un
From
like a
Born
it's not
from
a
Dust.
yeah
Born from
uh
Dust. And from
ashes to
dust you
ashes,
shall
dust to dust.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's a
Um,
thing, yeah.
yeah, it's not an uncommon practice in like the real world.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so
And
it's
like
not
as
that creepy.
mentioned,
She got freaked out because she was raised on like atheism and whatever. But
lame.
yeah,
Boo.
fucking cringe.
You don't believe in
Um,
Jesus? What are you?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
uh
Oh, oh
anyways, yeah.
god.
And she saw the weird homeschool kids going doing some things and then she's like, "I don't like this."
Yeah.
Runs
Oh my
away.
god, I totally forgot they whip their titties out.
Yeah, oh bro, there's
They're
there's
so
nudity.
naked. They're like that.
To be
That was a bit jarring. I'm not gonna lie,
yeah, I didn't
but I
expect
think
that.
that was the point. I think that was the
Yeah.
point because
Yeah.
it was like
But
there was no nudity for what is this episode 6?
yeah.
There's 8
Yeah.
episodes, so you're more than halfway through the show at
Oh,
this point. There's
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
nudity, and then like 20, 30 fucking people in one room just strip themselves
Stripping
naked,
down,
and
yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Um,
And again, it's to put you like really trick us into thinking that like
yeah,
people in these vaults are
are
evil,
insane,
are crazy, but
insane
they're
and
fine.
evil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they're not. Like
no, they're
we're
just
judging, yeah, judging a
yeah, we're
book that is
judging them
covered.
by
Yeah,
our
yeah,
standards,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
Like
they're a bit weird, sure,
yeah,
but like
who's not? Like
they're not. They actually don't. And the punishment Lucy gets for like betraying all these rules and whatever
mhm,
is actually like it's a red herring all the way until the end.
Yeah.
They have her trapped. There's a giant sword. It's
Yeah.
coming down, and
Jared's gonna fuck
he
you up.
exiles her.
Yeah. And
He starts sawing through the ropes with the sword instead of chopping her head off. It was very funny.
Yep.
Maximus, however, was
Yeah.
not there for the briefing.
Yeah.
And in a
Does
very
it? Yeah.
dope fucking way, he had
Yeah.
that dog in him. He
Yeah.
rode the fuck out.
He
He
stole
was
the
like,
power from
yeah, yeah. He took their power. He's like, he condemned a whole vault of people basically to death, right?
for
He
Lucy, yeah.
decided that everyone in this vault was worth less to him than just Lucy.
Yeah.
Gets in that suit of armor. Badass scene. Very cool. Brrr, knocking people
Yeah.
over, throwing a fucking fridge.
And Lucy's like,
Lucy's like,
oh, let's
actually, can you not do that? Thank you.
Yeah. It's like,
And he's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
And
They
then
leave. And then they leave.
They leave, and then he
Like,
has to give back the fusion core because
Yeah.
Lucy is a very good person.
Yeah.
And not only that, they did show her kindness. Like they didn't, they could have killed her. Blah 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 blah. I mean, wasteland standards, they were kind. You know, they did exile her into the fucking wasteland, which is not a nice thing to do. But I mean, like,
but like, he kind of deserved it. She kind of wanted. But anyways, 100%. I feel like,
I think it's better than death.
Really like this episode. I might return to it again and watch it again.
You know what? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I feel like.
Yeah.
Okay, episode 7.
Episode 7.
I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about.
Shit. I can't remember.
I don't think so. The radio. The radio.
Right.
That's what
right.
The radio.
They have to go. Thaddeus has the head. He's called the Brotherhood of Steel to come pick him up. He needs. He's terrified, right? His foot is broken. It's shattered. It's a mangled mess. So he goes to this reoccurring character we've seen through the show. Very small character. Didn't really have any point up until this point in the story. Just kind of like, we see him here, we see him here, we see him here. He's kind of like a cockroach. Like he's everywhere. Yeah. And Thaddeus is like, I need not drugs. I need medicine so that my foot can heal. And he does give him a medicine. It is not what he asked for. It is a weird fucking drug that later in the episode we learn possibly turned him into a ghoul.
Yeah, we don't know yet, but
that's what they said, is like, you're a ghoul. And very weird, because that is not usually how ghouls work. It's not a drug. I thought there's something else called in the games, and very surprisingly not in the show. I thought it would have been very cool to be in the show. I think they're definitely going to put it in season 2. They're too much of like a big deal throughout the whole game series. Like every single game has these guys in it. They're called super mutants. They're humans. They're evolved humans, essentially. Okay. But they were infected with this virus. So like a forced evolutionary virus is what it's called. So they get kind of dumb, but they're very big and very strong. They're kind of Shrek looking.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they're big and green and angry and dumb. Sometimes they're smart. Most of the time they're dumb. But that's what I think. If they said they turn him into a ghoul, but that's what I think he's gone. I think he's going to turn into the first super mutant that we see in the show. I also think that would just be funnier. Because I think he would be a very comedic character, and then he just turns into this bumbling giant, but he's the same dude. He's just bigger and green. I think that would be pretty funny. But he gets injured. He doesn't die when what's his face, Maximus and Lucy go to find him. Yeah. Maximus takes the head from him. Yeah. Maximus takes the head from him. He's like, dude, just get the fuck out of here. Honestly, they're not gonna like you. They're not gonna like you. You are a mutant now. Yeah. We can't. They will kill you on sight. Yeah. The Brother of Steel not very tolerant
The
of
ghoulies.
anyone really.
Oh,
Um, yeah, pretty much. They're not. I
kind
don't
of
know.
racist.
No, no, not racist.
But like interspecies, not interspecies,
Well,
speciesish
depending on what you think is, yeah, I
hatred.
guess.
I don't know what
Like a
I don't know the
ghoul
word,
is a human, right?
but like they're
It's just
mutated.
they're mutated. Super mutants are very dangerous too. Like
Okay,
they're like you don't they also believe they're better than humans. So they have this like they will most often attack humans on sight, like super mutants will. So it's kind of this thing of like they're just dangerous. Like
right.
they might be able to have cohesive thought and like have structure and
But yeah,
reason and shit, but like they're incredibly dangerous. And that's the thing,
okay,
self-preservation. Like me and my own take priority over everything else.
yeah. Um,
Um
I feel like okay. And then Lucy's like, "Come to my vault," and Maximus like, "I will," because Maximus like, I kind of like vault living
yeah,
now, because
Maximus wants to fuck.
he wants, yeah, he
Maximus
wants, yeah, intercourse. He wants an intercourse,
he
like
wants her to make his cock explode.
exactly. And you know what?
Yeah.
We're here for that.
And then they kiss and then the heads
Yeah,
kiss and that was very funny. I enjoyed that.
that happened. I
Um
didn't notice that. That's hilarious.
yeah, so like the heads
Uh,
they're carrying kissed as well.
oh, cute.
Um, um, Maximus goes back to the Brotherhood.
Yeah,
He pleads with the Elder, basically saying, well, actually, for some reason, he fucking lies to the Elder right away,
yeah.
um, which was stupid, which was the
Mhm.
dumbest fucking thing. Like, the Elder
Guys,
already knows this is
yeah,
not the
yeah.
head, and he tries to pass it off.
Honestly,
Like, it's so fucking stupid. He could have
honestly
just been
is
like,
the best. Yeah,
oh, well, yeah, I mean, the
the
and then he
golden rule, guys.
grovels the
Yeah.
grovels um to the elder. He's like, oh
Mm.
well, sure, I'll take you to him. um this leading into the final episode.
Wait, do we want to go
What?
over the young? What's the ghoul? Like his
Oh yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
you see him when he's younger, like when he's
So
not
the
a ghoul.
ghoul, his wife is a vault tech representative,
Yep.
like a
Yeah.
higher up. She is very important.
Yep.
They have like this war room meeting with a
Yeah.
bunch of other super big corporations within the Fallout universe,
Yeah.
like Repcom,
You
Robco,
find you find out that
Big Mountain,
he went to war in like why can't I think of
uh,
it?
Anchorage. He was in Anchorage, Alaska.
Yeah, against
He
China?
China, yes.
Okay, yeah, there we
Um,
go.
the yeah. So in this world, the main enemy of the U.S. is the Chinese,
Yeah.
because they're essentially like the Chinese Commonwealth, like the communists of China. Um, Essentially, I think it's the same thing. Started in Russia,
Okay.
went to
Okay.
China, but China went way bigger and kind of took over all of Asia, essentially.
Wait, out of
Um,
curiosity,
what's up?
do you know what happened to Canada? Did Canada make it?
Oh, we have one vault in Canada.
Oh, that's all we
Yeah,
need.
yeah,
All, you know, the million people who live here, we can just all go to that vault. We're good, you know?
yeah. All 35 million people in the GTA can live in one vault. Um,
Yeah.
um,
Uh, I'm trying to think.
but
Sorry,
yeah,
I completely distracted
yeah.
you there. But anyways,
Yeah. Where was I?
we
Oh,
meet
we were on
someone
Cooper Howard.
who's the lady that kidnapped Lucy's father.
Yes.
Um,
So
yeah, she's in the past.
she's in the past. We don't know how she gets to the future. That's the
No.
most important thing. We've never actually been shown why or how, and I don't think we're ever going to get that answer.
Mhm.
Um, but she is a communist.
Nice.
In the time oh actually no, she's not a communist. She
Yeah.
actively does not like that label.
Hmm.
They use the label of communism to apply it to people like political dissidents, people who go against the status quo. They
Yeah.
use the charged word, like the ideologically charged word of communism to um, like other them and separate them from the chosen few of the traditionalists, you know.
Mhm.
Um, she's not a communist. They just call her that. Um, what was the point? She is anti um, corporate, very
Yeah.
anti-corporate, which is essentially anti-government in this world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Um,
because governments run everything in this, like in the U.S. anyways, right? Like it's just
yes,
yeah,
yeah. Well, the corporations run the government, and then blah 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 blah. Like it was
but
very
yeah,
funny,
yeah.
like the war room situation
Mhm.
that they're in, right? There was no U.S. government representative in there.
It's all companies.
It's all companies. It's all
Which,
companies.
guys, I don't want to scare you, but like, ooh,
Yeah, it's late stage capitalism, baby.
yeah, yeah.
Um, it's it's very like I don't and then sorry. So in the vault meeting thing, Cooper Howard, the ghoul beforehand,
Yeah,
before he was the ghoul, Cooper Howard or Howard Cooper, can't remember, whatever. Um, they're two first names.
yeah. No, dumb.
He's bugged his wife, who's the president or like vice president,
Right?
higher
Yeah,
up
high up. Yeah,
in the Vault
she's
Tech
yeah,
world. He bugs her
yeah,
pit boy. He's listening to the whole conversation, and they're trying to talk how they can monetize the end of the world, right?
yeah,
Well, I mean, they already have monetized the end of the world,
yep,
and they're like, but it's still an if.
yeah.
How do I make money on an if?
Why don't
And
we make it
she just
a yeah,
suggests that they drop the bombs.
yeah?
They
Which
ensure
yeah,
the apocalypse happen by causing it, which is
yeah.
a departure from the original lore, but
Oh, oh,
yeah, the original lore is that like China dropped the bombs. Um
oh,
but
yeah.
but um that actual event of the bombs dropping has kind of always been a little bit hazy,
Okay.
because it's very much um
Hmm.
intentionally vague, because it's like
Do you,
the
if per
bombs
se,
dropped, but who did it?
yeah.
Aliens? That's also another theory.
Oh,
Um, or the old gods? That's another
oh,
theory.
oh.
Yeah, there's a Fallout goes fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So
lie.
in this hypothetical, wow. Let's say Voltec or whoever drops the first bomb. U.S. government is like, oh shit, China's attacking. Other bomb to China. China's like, oh shit, they're attacking,
Yeah.
and like just bomb, bomb, bomb. There's like a point in time. You know like the story about the people in the submarine, right? Two
Hmm.
people, they had no communication. Like they had a little bit of communication outside, and they're gonna drop this missile and do like a lot of damage. Two people were on board. One person said no, we're gonna wait it out. It's interesting. Like I love how in like seeing like different kind of things in history, like different points of history where things could have gone badly for us,
Oh,
but it
terribly.
didn't.
Terribly.
I
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's terrifying, but also interesting. And I
Oh yeah.
find like the idea is like, yeah, I don't know if a government would be able to shoot a bomb. Do I think a company would be able to do it? Yeah, because a company wants people to buy their products. Like, how are you going to go into a vault if there's no, you know,
Yeah,
big
like
war?
the government relies on the citizens to
Yep.
pay the salary, right? Like
Yeah.
if a country has no citizens,
There. Yeah.
whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, whatever your beliefs or whatever, if a country doesn't have people to pay taxes, no matter
Yeah.
how high or low the taxes are, the government won't have any fucking money, right?
And they want
They'll
the
just
money, so
have
they're
the
not gonna.
resources.
Yeah. They
Exactly.
don't take care of people because they get money from people. Companies.
Companies, they
No.
need you to just pay once,
Yeah. Like
and then they can do whatever the fuck they want to you.
yeah. I listen, I canceled my Prime membership because I don't have money. Shout out to my mom for for that. But like it's like small things too. Like streaming companies are now tracking people sharing their
Yeah,
streaming
yeah.
things too. It's like why like I'm not surprised a
And
company
they're
would drop a nuke.
not only that, they're reintroducing ads into streaming
There's
services.
no point. There's no
Well,
point.
it's they cornered the market for TV,
Yeah.
so no one else watches TV anymore. And
Yeah.
then they used the exact same business model that
Mhm.
TV used and is now profiting it from it the same way the original TV stations profited off of
Yeah.
when they went from like radio shows to TV.
Yeah. We just did a loop.
It
Big
is. They
loop.
cornered the
Yeah.
market, completely ruined mainline broadcast channels,
Yeah.
and then we're like, we're gonna do the same shit. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
uh,
we have you.
I feel like
Hey, you've been paying $15 a month for 4.5
yeah.
years straight. You
Yeah.
can still do that, but now there's ads in the middle of your fucking
Yeah.
movie. Kill
Dude, my
yourself.
first when I watched the first because I'm with like my mom pays for like she paid for it, right? I opened the
Yeah.
first episode of Fallout. It's like this episode was brought to you by. I'm like, what is this? What
Oh
kind of
my
YouTube
god, I
ad
wanted to
is this?
fucking punch my monitor. It was
I was
so
like,
bad.
yeah. I'm like, think, fuck, I'm not paying for this. Shout out to Mama
Yeah.
McLean for paying for letting me watch the show on Prime. Uh, but yeah, no, really interesting idea. Okay, we have one more episode and
One
then we're
episode
done.
left, and this
The
is where
beginning, yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the end. So the first episode is called the end, and the last episode is called the
Oh,
beginning.
the beginning, yeah.
Very interesting, very
Mm-hmm.
intentional, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but it is the final assault on Moldaver's compound.
Yeah.
Lucy finally makes it to Moldaver, and she explains to her that she's really not the bad guy here.
No, no, yeah,
That she has done everything in her power to help the citizens, um, and just wastelanders in general.
yeah,
Um, and not only that, she's like from before the war, blah 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 blah
yeah,
blah. And they find her dad in the
yeah,
cage,
yeah,
and she's like, "Okay, hey dad, what's up?" And she's like, "Well, I will like I don't know if you're gonna want to let him out of that cage once you learn
yeah,
what he did."
yeah.
And she's like, "What? What do you mean?" And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Tell him. Tell him."
Yeah,
And she's trying to get the dad to tell him. And she goes on and she describes what happened to her mother. So,
yeah.
what happened essentially was
Mm-hmm.
Hank McLean, the father, is a cryogenically frozen Vault Tech employee from 200 years ago. This
Yeah.
is very important. He is
Okay.
intentionally placed there to um, rekindle the values of old American life, of
Save
pre-war, sorry,
America.
pre-war,
Yes.
pre-bomb America
Save
life,
America. Yeah.
especially Vault Tech principles.
Mm-hmm.
So not only is it um, weird American traditionalist ideas, it's
Mm-hmm.
also capitalist corporation shit that he
Yeah.
wants to instill in the populations of the wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like, which is weird because capitalism already exists within the wasteland. That's just
Mm-hmm.
fucking fact. Like that's how it works. Um, um, what was the point? Oh, right. So he meets Lucy's mom.
Yeah.
She was out. I think she came from outside the vault.
I
Or
didn't.
no,
They
no.
didn't really.
Oh no,
They
no. So
didn't.
so she was inside the vault. She was inside
Yeah.
the vault.
She.
I think she
Yeah.
was a
But
native of the vault.
she
She
discovered
she
water,
discovered. Hmm?
like clean, like not clean, like something to do with water, like good water
Mm-hmm.
outside, and then she takes her kids to what's it called,
Yeah,
Sandy.
she learns the truth
Yeah.
about Hank
Mm-hmm.
and the vault and the
Yeah.
outside world because they're told it's uninhabitable.
Yeah.
It's um we'll be there soon, right? Like we'll get up there and eventually, right?
Yeah.
Um but the reality of the situation is people have been living up there for 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uninhabitable. It's
Mm-hmm.
very much habitable. It's
Yeah.
happened and she realizes it and she goes up, she sees it for herself and she
Yeah.
realizes the lies of her husband. She cannot stand that anymore. She
Yeah.
has to leave. She's
Yeah.
with a man she could not trust anymore. So she
Mm-hmm.
takes the kids, gets the fuck out. She
Yeah.
goes to Moldaver because she hears of Shady Sands, sorry.
Yeah.
Shady Sands, the largest post-war city in the wasteland. And by
Yeah.
wasteland, I mean all of America.
Yeah.
Um, it's the biggest one. There's 35,000 people living there.
Yeah. Which is
Huge,
crazy. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
massive. Most settlements only have like maximum like 100, 200 people.
Yeah. That is a
Um,
small
it is,
city.
it is, it by our standards.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the wasteland standards, that is
Huge.
a
Yeah.
fucking metropolis. They had um, clean water, functioning transport systems,
Hmm.
power for everyone.
Hmm.
Seemingly a utopia on
Yeah.
Earth for the wastelanders who have
And
lived their lives day to
in
day
yeah,
thinking that
just
that
sad.
might be
Yeah.
their last, right?
Yeah.
And now they have a neighbor. They can have a dog. They can
Yeah.
have
Kids.
they can
Kids.
go to
Yeah.
a library. They can have a kid.
Yeah.
This place is beautiful.
Yeah.
And what
It's one.
happens
Yeah. It's so.
is
Oh,
that Hank McClane
Hank. Yeah.
takes the kids back,
Yep.
and out of incredible spite
Newt.
for
Newt
what they
bombs
did,
it, right?
he nuked Shady
Yeah.
Sands
Yeah.
and killed 35,000 people,
Yeah.
including his wife. Including
Yeah.
his wife.
Yeah. Kept his kids
Um,
alive. Well, kept his kids
because
alive to
because
save
he,
America.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because I
Um,
get like the idea
he
of.
the
Sorry.
idea
No.
is that yeah, he wanted to reinstate the Vault Tech
Yeah.
ideals.
Yeah. He wanted his own city or like town, but in his own way, like in the way to
Yeah,
save America. Again,
yeah.
like
He believed that Shady Sands was um a false society essentially.
mhm,
Like very much the way um like colonialists would think of like quote unquote primitive societies.
yeah,
Let's talk about like the Spanish and the Aztecs.
yeah,
They had a very functioning society.
yeah.
It
It's different
wasn't.
from what. Yeah,
It
it's
was
different
very
from like.
different from what we had, but it
Yeah,
wasn't necessarily primitive at
no,
all. At all.
no. Like
And
they.
not. But
Yeah,
that's not even like a great like analogy because
yeah.
Shady Springs was fucking awesome, man. They had so many things that were very recognizable to like the American dream, right?
Hmm.
And yet, truly, because it wasn't
Yeah,
him who led
yeah,
that thing. He killed them all.
yeah,
And this is an undisputable fact. Happened. We see the wreckage. Maximus came from Shady Sands. We know
yeah,
that. It happened very bad. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
Lucy's like, fuck you, man.
Honestly, and like, yeah, good. Like
And we
third
see
thing,
the
yeah,
ghoul that is her mother.
yeah,
Um,
and
though it's
she.
kind of weird. I think Moldaver and the mother had like a little bit of a thing.
Oh, oh,
Well, did you not see that? Like they
I
were like
didn't.
she constantly like held the ghoul's hand, and I mean,
Oh,
she kept the feral ghoul, like this insane
right.
ghoul.
So there is something there then.
There's
Like,
something there. Like why would you keep the ghoul feral of someone who showed
yeah,
up one day with a bunch of kids,
yeah.
right? Like
How,
there's no
yeah.
but if it's someone you love,
Then you might
it
as
would
well
be
keep them.
very,
Yeah,
very hard to let go.
yeah. And I mean,
Um,
like, how did she react when she was shot?
what do you mean?
Like when Lucy shot her mom.
Well, she died.
Okay, then I don't know. Anyways, sorry. Ignore that. Ignore what I said.
Okay.
Uh,
Moldaver was dead before Lucy shot
that's my bad.
the ghoul. No, it's fine.
Completely.
It's literally within the next like 15 seconds.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
we
uh,
also this is
mhm,
also where kind of Norm discovers Vault 31
yeah,
and he sees just a big row, a huge, like I don't know how many
yeah.
people are frozen
All
in
the
here.
pods that
Yeah,
like Hank came from as well, and all the
yeah,
other overseers.
is it ironic that like the vault where they're keeping people who work for a company is one of the best vaults to live in? I don't
Yeah, no,
know.
that was incredibly intentional.
Yeah.
No,
Also,
no, no,
all
that
three.
is there is a distinct
Yeah.
level of hierarchy that is placed on vaults. Pretty much
Yeah.
every vault, there are certain ones called control vaults, which are
Right.
essentially just what you would imagine an actual vault should have been, is a
Mhm.
survival shelter with everything equipped. Everything's good. There's no rules or weird shit. There's a hierarchy, but it's not like crazy. It's good. Those are the control vaults. Um, those are usually descendants of like Vault Tech employees, government employees, stuff like
Mhm.
that, right? The rich and famous, shit like that. Um, so no, it was not an accident.
Yeah.
It was very much planned.
Yeah.
And it's probably a reason why they're all so smart. They might be like,
Yeah.
it could be like a fucking eugenics program, man. Like,
Oh, that's yeah. It is interesting, but also just like you're a monster for doing that to people.
oh, yes.
No, yeah. It's so it's I don't even get like some people just there's monsters in general.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
surprised that a company, depending on how much you paid, that also
And
puts you into a different
yeah.
vault? Like it's
Yeah.
so it's so interesting, but like I wouldn't there's like not a part of me would say like I don't think that would happen because I could see it happening. Like
No, yeah.
if yeah,
Mm, continue.
if something were to happen, like I'm not gonna be able to save myself, and that's scary to think about. But whatever.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah, no, I'm
It
fucked.
will
I'm
happen. It will
fucked.
happen. Yeah.
But like it's also like brings a question of like these people you wouldn't see as monsters before the war are the ones
Yeah.
who caused the existence of very real monsters.
Yeah.
Like these monsters in human skin drop these bombs and
Mhm.
cause these mutants on the ground and the wildlife. They
Yeah.
destroyed our perception of reality. It's like
Yeah.
it's just fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Um,
And yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's get to the end and we'll just like discuss a little bit.
oh yeah,
Basically,
and
they
then the
get the little thing.
ghoul.
The ghoul comes, does
The ghoul
stuff.
comes. He and Hank, so they knew each other from before the war,
Mhm. Mhm.
and because of this, the ghoul finally, like within the future part, like we finally see, he reveals his motives to everyone in the room, and he's like, "It's been a long time, Hank McClane.
Mhm.
Feel fuerte y formal." And it's
Mhm.
just like he's menacing Chris Christopherson, just walking in,
Yeah.
very uh, swagger like, and he goes, "I've waited 200 years to ask this question. Where the fuck is my family?" Because
Yeah.
we assume, um, given that they're higher ups in Vault Tech,
They have.
that
Yeah.
they would be in a vault. And also, given that they're higher ups in Vault Tech, they're probably cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
Um, um, so
Yeah.
he's trying to get Hank to tell him like, yeah, dude, I I know you know, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
fucking blow your head off if you don't tell me. Um, and then he doesn't actually blow his head off, in a very smart move, because it's much easier to track a bleeding pig than it is to track a corpse.
Yeah.
Um,
Smart.
um, so it's very, very smart. And he finally, Lucy immediately understands, um, that this guy who was my enemy is
It's
very
now.
normal,
Yeah.
is now my friend. Like the enemy of my
Yeah.
enemy, being her
Yeah.
father, is now her
Yeah.
enemy, is now her friend, being the
Yeah.
ghoul.
Yeah.
And they go off together, and I'm very excited
To see.
because it's very
Yeah.
cool that I think they're both gonna have those moments of the ghoul teaching Lucy how to survive, and be the best killer she can be, and then Lucy reminding the ghoul of his humanity.
Again,
And
guys, big fan.
yes, exactly.
Love that dynamic. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
super excited.
The fucking Mandalorian. That's the other thing I was talking. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
father with
Like
children. Oh,
I'm a big fan of adopted family.
yeah.
Like you don't like they're not your family,
But like
but by
because of
all intents
yeah,
and purposes, they are.
yeah, yeah.
Like no
Either it
matter
like
what,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like
Big fan of that trope, guys.
Last of Us, that's a big
Yeah,
one. That's a pretty good example of that.
yeah.
Like Ellie's not his
Mandalorian
kid, but it
also.
is his kid. Exactly, not his kid, but is his kid.
Yeah,
Um, fuck, can't think of anything else. But there's a
Mandalorian. That's
ton of
all I
them.
got. Yeah, there is, there is.
Um,
Yeah.
Not even
I don't
that. Just
know.
like if we were talking about Lord of the Rings earlier, like they're all family now.
There.
Like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole fellowship, even if it's not like
Yeah,
father daughter, father son
yeah,
kind of thing. It's
yeah,
like a group. It's a found family. It's a very
yeah. And when they come
um
back, I listen. We're gonna have the ghoul wake up, not be zombie anymore. Lucy's gonna run and jump on the bed. They're always gonna be jumping on the bed.
oh shit. That's gonna
Oh,
I can already see how he's gonna die. Oh fuck.
yeah. I don't want to know. Don't spoil it.
Um
uh,
he's it's just so cool. I love the ghoul. Very cool
yeah.
character. And Maximus um takes credit for killing Moldaver.
Mm,
Um kind of by accident.
mm.
He didn't I don't think he shot her. Did he shoot her? No, I think she was already shot, right?
Something like that.
I think she was already shot the time he got in there and then just kind of
Yeah.
took the credit for the shooting.
Which, like, you know what?
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, he didn't really take credit. He just didn't not take credit. You know what I mean? They all assumed that he did it, and he didn't tell them no.
Mm,
So it is. Well, actually, no. Dane comes in and is like, "I know you didn't kill this person.
yeah.
Very clearly, you did not murder this person. But that doesn't fucking matter, bro.
Yeah.
You're my friend. If you
Yeah.
get to ascend to the rank of knight and I get to be your squire, we can
We're
just fuck
good. Yeah.
around. We can just fuck
Listen.
around.
Yeah. Ideal situation. I'm the knight. You're my squire. We're good. You know, like,
Exactly.
and I'm the
So
knight.
he takes the what the fuck?
No.
Um I have to lug the bag.
Yeah.
Um
Well, hey, you want me? Listen, I'm small. Okay.
oh,
Like,
oh, it's so funny. I watched an interview
yeah.
of Aaron Mountain
Mm,
talking about the bag and having to lug it around, and they
yeah.
made it intentionally incredibly heavy.
Oh,
Like they
bro.
actually put like weight in it so that every
Hmm.
time you see him pick it up and like struggle to move around with it is because
Yeah.
it's a giant bag full of metal shit.
Bro. No. See, like, like, I'm. It's like the size of me too. Like,
Exactly. Yeah, no.
uh,
I remember what he said. He was like, I was so happy when I had got in the armor and never
yeah.
had to pick up that fucking bag again.
Yeah.
uh,
Okay. Trying to
and then
think.
that's the end of the show.
Yeah. Oh, also
Well,
Norm's
mhm.
stuck in a vault, so that sucks for him. But
Oh, he's
hey,
stuck in a vault. And Bud Askins, which is a robot in a
yeah,
Roomba,
yeah,
um,
with a needle.
yeah, and a
Yeah,
brain,
yeah,
um, told him like, "Eat my dick. You're trapped in here. You might as well
yeah,
stick in that fucking pod."
yeah.
Um, I would have. I think he's probably not gonna do that. I think he's gonna
No.
hold everyone hostage and
Yeah,
make him open the door.
yeah,
Because that's what I would have done.
yeah,
Um, again, self-preservation.
yeah. No.
Um, but
That yeah, really good
like
show.
very good, very
Yeah.
very good. I cannot wait
Uh,
for season 2.
same.
I
I'm
am
also being honest, guys. Like for me, I don't. I grew up not playing video games. Like never really
mm,
got into them. Really enjoyed the show. Like I thought it was
very
really
good.
good. And if I do play video games in the future, I'll play Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 is very good.
Okay.
Very well. It's debatable. People don't
It's
like
in
it.
a good start out game for me.
It is. It
Okay,
is.
good then.
For the
We're good.
Fallout series, it is the
Okay.
most accessible one.
Okay, yeah. Like,
It's the most
yeah.
modern, so it's like the systems work a bit better.
Mhm.
They're a bit more streamlined. Um, that doesn't mean they're necessarily better. They're just
Yeah.
a bit. They're just. I wouldn't say dumbed down, but they
Mhm.
kind of are. So it's a much simpler system. The older games very much more like RPGs, like old RPGs with a bunch of different
Mm,
like things going on and like
mm,
not a lot of direction to give you, and you kind of have to figure out some things for your own thing. Blah blah
mm.
blah blah blah. Fallout 4 is very like go here, do that. Um, this is what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Here's your thing.
Okay.
But it's still, I still very much enjoy the game. There's
Yeah.
definitely some issues with it. I'm not gonna be sitting here and telling you it's the best one because it
Mm.
isn't. Um, but it
Which is the
is.
best one in your opinion?
Fuck. God, I
I'm
don't want
putting
to
you on
be
the spot.
I don't want
I'm
to be
putting
a
that.
dick
Hello.
rider, but
Hello. Are you gonna say
my
New
favorite,
Vegas?
my I yes.
Oh
My f- my f-
wow.
my favorite game to play is Fallout
Mhm.
4, but
Okay.
my unequivocally I think the best written, the best mechanically, the best visually, well not visually because Fallout 4 has the best graphics, but I mean
Yeah.
visually in the sense of just aesthetic that
Yeah.
they went for, New Vegas. Like
It sounds
everything
cool.
you go through it. I really loved the karma system. I
Right.
loved Wild Wasteland. The DLC was amazing.
Mm.
Um, um, and like
Yeah.
every DLC in that game was fucking awesome. And that's such a hard thing to do, of
Mhm.
going like, oh, here's the add-on to the story. Here's an add-on to the story. Here's an add-on to the
Mhm.
story. And consistently keep improving with each iteration is very
Right.
hard. But they fucking did it. And so New Vegas, yeah, it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
like everyone thinks it's the best, and
But yeah.
it is.
Yeah. There you
um,
go. Yeah.
but
Uh.
from like a gameplay standpoint,
Mhm.
like just wanting to play like a shooter RPG, Fallout 4 hands
Fallout
down.
4. And I'm just gonna. I don't know how to like word this, but like Lucy is a woman in the show, and because of that,
Hmm.
like there's a lot of new female players going to Fallout, which I think is
I'm very excited for
yeah,
that
that's
because I,
good. Like
oh
I
God,
people
I can't, dude. Gaming
yo
is
yeah
such a
yeah
sausage fest, man.
yeah yeah
Most nerd, um, anything like most
mhm,
nerd fandoms are such sausage fest, and not because it's inherently more likable to men
yeah
than anything. It is because men gatekeep the fuck out of their communities towards women, and it
yeah
pisses me the fuck off because
yeah.
it's
Do you
how the fuck do you
yeah
actually believe that a woman is fully less capable than you to
no
enjoy
yeah
this thing? That's bonkers.
yeah no like no I gosh I remember like there's been like small talking about it saying this show is woke.
Oh,
It's
oh
not.
my
It's
God.
not. It literally just has a woman, like a female character who's
As a female
basically,
character,
yeah,
and the, the message really is capitalism bad, but like
yeah,
it's not that, like there's other shows that do that.
yeah. I think this show does it really well. Like,
Oh, 100%.
it's not like straight in your face. Like, yeah, it's not really straight in your face until
I
the
think,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Fallout,
but
I think actually, yeah, Fallout 4 probably has the most like anti-capitalist message.
okay.
Whoa, ooh,
Oh,
that's an ass pull, maybe? I
what?
don't know. Like
Oh,
I took it from nowhere. No,
mm,
no, I'm gonna stick with my fucking guns. I
yeah,
actually think that's true.
yeah. Guys,
Um,
people, he's single.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Guys, I got
Um,
ghosted this week.
oh,
Oh, guys?
guys, he's also
Guys?
single.
Guys, come on. Uh,
Guys,
we love Fallout, and
I fucking love Fallout.
it was good. We can give a review. Honestly, this isn't as long as I thought it'd be.
Um,
Your review, what are you gonna give it? 5 out of 10 rating. I'm gonna
5 out of
cough.
10. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Mhm.
8.5 atom bombs out of 10.
Okay. Here's my little Letterboxd review. I enjoyed the show. It doesn't take a lot for me to get into it. I'm very invested in the characters. Um, Story is really good. And people are pretty, even though a nuclear bomb went off.
Yep.
Also, guys, I'm single. Okay. do you do you have an idea of what you want to watch in 2 weeks? Also, I
Oh,
love
shit.
doing the show every 2 weeks. It's great. I get a nice break.
What are you thinking? We probably should
Well,
have
it's up to
figured this
you.
out. We
It's up to you.
probably should have figured this out before we started.
Oops, it's up to you. It's like I did
Um,
this. I picked Fallout. You can pick your show or
I
movie.
but that's the thing. It didn't feel like you really like picked it because I fucking love this.
I know, but I want to talk about it too. Don't worry, we're doing something dumb that I want to do in like a week. We'll
Um,
watch Challengers. But no, we're good if you don't.
uh,
If anything,
um,
guys, I'll post it to YouTube, my YouTube little community, and we'll see what happens.
what do
So
you
I'm not putting you on the
I
spot.
can I
Don't
can
worry.
I can I can come up with something.
Okay, I'll give you like a minute.
Wait. Give me a genre.
Oh shit. Let's do action movie. Like
Okay, that barely narrows it down.
no, drama. Yeah.
That also okay. Yeah, maybe genre wasn't the right
No.
word to use.
No.
Um, no, that is genre, but then like let's go down that list. So let's say drama. Okay, drama. Drama what? Drama romance, drama comedy, drama
Let's do
action,
romance. Let's do
drama
romance.
romance. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do what kind of movie? What kind of movie? What kind of movie? I got it.
Okay. What is it? I'm excited.
Paddington 2.
Oh shit, I never seen that
I'm
one.
just
I
kidding.
never
We're
seen
not
it.
That's
Oh.
not a drama comedy. I've seen that movie. It's
Do
supposed
you
to be
wanna
very good.
do do you wanna
We
do
can do
Paddington
Paddington
2?
2. We can
Okay,
do
we're
Paddington 2.
don't you
Okay,
watch
so
I'm not watching
drama
number 1.
comedy Paddington 2.
There we
That is
go.
okay, cool.
Perfect.
The joke
Okay,
has
guys.
become reality.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Uh that's it. Thank you for listening for an hour. This is like our Doom episode. Hour 50, but that was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
If
you.
you guys want, leave a mean comment down below so we know you listened all the way.
Yeah, tell me
Uh,
why we are big stinking idiots for
yeah,
liking Fallout
yeah.
and that we deserve to be single. Thank you.
I got ghosted, guys. That's it. See you next week in 2 weeks when we're watching
See
Paddington
you
2.
in 2 weeks with
Bye.
Paddington.